Hey there, Postal here. Today we are taking out Ki-93. This is a Tier 7 Japanese heavy fighter. And it tends to be a heavy fighter that most players don't enjoy, at least at first. Sipping on to coffee there. And why is that? Well, it's pretty unlike the other Japanese heavy fighters in some respects. Well, how is that, Postal? I'm glad you asked. Well, the biggest difference is this maneuverability. It takes a huge drop-off in maneuverability. And because of that drop-off in maneuverability, a lot of pilots don't like it. I mean, because, understandably, you get used to a certain playstyle. Believe it or not, this plane is actually pretty maneuverable for a Tier 7 Heavy. But it's not a lot of consolation when you're used to being basically a fat-ass multi-role at Tier 5 and Tier 6. Then you get this plane, and you're more of a true heavy. But that's not to say it's a bad plane by any means. It's just a different plane. I've got this plane fully upgraded. In fact, I just specialized it. You get this ridiculous 57mm cannon that I'm gonna crash into the ground. God dang it! Plane just would not turn for the life of me. You get this really good 57mm cannon that you actually, let's back up. You start off with a really good 57mm cannon. I believe, and I'll have to compare, but I believe it's the same cannon that you actually end with on the Ki-102 at Tier 6. Let's just head to the center then. I want the bombers that are going to be attacking from here to attack the center, not be attacking our bombing thing. Anywho, you start off with that cannon. It's very short range. It's a little bit more difficult to use because you've got less maneuverability with this Ki-93. But once you've gotten past that, you get this super long range 57mm cannon. That can easily, well, I'm going to say easily, that definitely can snipe people from about 4,000 feet away. Probably turned around too quickly here. Let's see what I can do here. Sorry, a lot going on here. So you want to utilize, oh god, don't crash again, Postal. You want to utilize that range that you'll have. I do not have the range on this particular plane buffed, and it's about 4,000 feet is when you'll notice, when you'll notice that this thing gets ridiculous, right? Yeah. Granted, most of my shots are going to be missing. That's really not the point. The fact of the matter is you can do it. And because you can do it, you should do it. And since you should do it, you darn well better try harder. There we go. There we go. Keeping das boosting on. Yeah. This Japanese plane, I don't know any Japanese words except like konnichiwa. And usually I follow up konnichiwa with bitches. Because that's who I am. Ooh, shoot, there's a heavy. Yep, good. Let's go ahead and get closer to this guy. Oh, shoot, there's another heavy. I don't even know what this heavy is. Oh, shoot, it's something I can definitely not outmaneuver, right? Let's go ahead and let's just get our speed on. Dawson boosting. And right now I'm just you know, hoping that my guy behind me here decides to you know, help me out. Oh, knocked out my engine. That's a shame. Yeah, I'm just toast. Oh well. Not a lot I could do about that. I was just kind of hoping my my friendly could get him. So obviously with any kind of plane that can outmaneuver you, you've got to be prepared ahead of time for that, and I just certainly wasn't. So, 'tis a shame. Let's see if we can knock this guy out. Are my bullets going to hit it all? At all? Thank you. Let's see what we can do here. Are we hanging on to the sector? Can I get rid of Thorsten here? There's a bomber behind me, I know, but I figured I could. My chances of one-shotting this guy were going to be a lot better than one-shotting a bomber. Clearly, it didn't work out. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to the comm center over here. Aim for their outpostal. I don't know if this is a human or not. Doesn't matter, got him. Get this guy if I can. I'm pretty sure I'm more maneuverable than him. I mean, he's tier 7 heavy, right? Let's put our, oh, he thinks he can boost away. The problem is, dude, I've got 4,000 foot range on my guns. So hopefully I can just get my gun on target, which I did. And yeah, so unless you're like already 3,000 feet away trying to boost away, you're kind of SOL. I think we're behind, yeah, by like 100 dang points. Stop trying to go for the center, people. Let's get this, oh, crap. Yeah, we need to get this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You are annoying. So damn annoying. Okay, let's get this guy first and foremost. Thank you. Come again. I know, I got somebody on my tail. There's not a lot I can do about that. Oh, crap. Hate going for frickin' light fighters with this plane because they wiggle enough and you're just kind of toast, right? Yeah. Aim a little bit further out. Excellent. Come on, up and over. Using every last bit of boost I've got. Good grief. Spitfire, yeah, right. If I aim far enough out and he keeps going a straight line. Oh, well. Obviously that guy was just headhunting me at that point. Alright, so, but we should be able to win this, I think, now that we've got that particular sector. I can't blame him for headhunting me. I mean, I would too if I saw the stats. I just gotta hope that our FW-190 can do what he needs to do to win. So let's watch our FW-190, shall we? Come on. And we'll talk about the plane a little bit more. There we go. So, you know, the Ki-93, you really want to use it as a headhunter. You want to be going for bombers and ground attack planes. Fortunately, I wasn't able to utilize it for that role too much in this game. And having a specialized Ki-102 on the enemy team certainly makes life a heck of a lot more difficult if you're not paying attention, and I certainly wasn't paying attention. I was focused more on getting the sector rather than my own defense. So shame on me for that. Let's see what we can do here. We might actually win this. It'll definitely be up to this Dora right in front of us. Freaking wonderful plane in and of itself. I don't think it can outmaneuver the Ki-102 though. That just shows you like how good the Ki-102 at tier 6 is. It's excellent at, you know, being a dogfighter, really. And Hopefully our Dora can hold on for just long enough. Yeah, it's definitely going to be some trouble. Okay, excellent. So, perfect. Oh no, well at least he died after he took the sector, and that means we win. Well done, sir. Well done, sir. Man, I got to give him a kudos back at the hangar. And I got to give this guy a kudos too. Like, he did everything he could. The key to winning that particular game, though, was, and this just goes for that map in general, so like a heads up, is the military base. Once you get the military base, if you can hold on to the military base for just a minute or two, it's going to take over the rest of the sectors, right? Yeah, the rest of them are very helpful, clearly. The command centers are going to help take over sectors. The air base, to a lesser extent, just because you can spawn pretty close to where you need to be. But that military base is going to be able to take over the rest of the sectors, and if you use it in conjunction with your attacking and defending, it's going to make life a lot easier. Let me go ahead and give this guy a kudos. And let's go ahead and give this guy kudos, because, I mean, he basically definitely made sure that we won that, right? Hey, well, this definitely wasn't all on me. You know, try to use my plane to the best of its abilities, and tactically tried to make sure that we were getting the correct sectors at the correct time. And it worked out, but it clearly would not have been, you know, everything that it could have been if it wasn't for our Dora on our team. So hopefully this showed you a little bit of what the Ki-93 can do. Definitely not my best game in the plane. And this is literally the second game I've played in it since, you know, in a very long time. I just specialized it. And you know, you want to have this 57mm, you want to be synced up with it. And so typically the more you play this plane, the better you'll get at it, because you're just used to, you know, the range on that plane. I typically, when I play the game, I'll play, you know, I just kind of play a set of planes. Like, I'll play 3 planes during the day, and I'll just kind of rotate through the 3 of those, let's say. It's more difficult to do that with this plane, because if I'm playing, you know, let's say I'm playing the Saber, and I'm playing a Hunter, and then I'm playing this, like, this gun is so different than those that it throws you out of whack. Yeah, the Saber and Hunter are different guns, but like it's standard gunplay. So my recommendation would be, if you play like that, if you play like a handful of planes in a day, and the Ki-93 is one of them, you're going to want to play other sniper planes like a Yak-9U, you know, things like that have like one huge can, like an ME-209A. You know, those have really long gun, like center guns. And then like supplemental guns. That's what I would do if I played this. Otherwise, I would just play this all day, because the more you get used to the 57mm cannon, the better you're gonna be at it, and just the more effective you'll be. What's funny about this particular gun is it actually does less damage per second than the 57mm that you get to start with. But then again, the rate of fire is extremely slower. And the range is like literally double the range. So you're able to hit people a couple times if you're synced up before they even have the opportunity to react. And it takes such huge chunks out of planes, especially tier 6 planes. You can one-shot a handful of tier 6 fighters, and you can take significant damage, hit points off of a lot of multi-rolls, tier 8, 7, and 6. Heavies, you definitely need to get 2 or 3 shots in before you can knock them out. Bombers and GAs, obviously, completely different story, but still you're able to take huge chunks. And bombers, you know, you've all seen those games where there's human bombers and they're up at like 10,000, 12,000 feet. You don't see it as much recently as you used to when bombers first came out. But this plane, you know, it don't give a nothing. If you can shoot out 4,000 feet, and you can get as high as they can, and you can shoot 4,000 feet. So, yeah, this plane is a lot of fun. Use the bombs supplementally to, you know, help flip those sectors. Do better than I did. Keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention to the enemy that can take you out. In this instance, this game, it was a Ki-102. I can't really outspeed him. I can, but I need to be paying attention. I certainly can't outturn him. I need to get my gun on target quickly. And you can take him out. In this plane, you can take a Ki-102 out. Done it plenty of times. Just wasn't paying attention. And, that the enemy player took full advantage of that. Kudos to him. He made my life hell, right? So, we were able to snag a win. And I just hope you guys are taking advantage of the Japanese line. The heavy line is in my opinion, the most rewarding, because you've got that extra speed that heavy fighters have. You're not held back like you are on the A7, the Zero line or the Ki line. If you've just been used to Japanese light fighters, go for the heavy fighters. See if you might like that if you're frustrated by those light fighters. Anywho, hope you enjoyed this video. Hopes it gives you something to work for. If you liked the video, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you didn't like it, tell me why. I'm always up to making videos better. I'm certainly not offended. Please do subscribe, share. Honestly, I think so. I treat myself as a representative of the game. I'm always, when I have to play lower tiers to like get the dailies and stuff like that, I'm reaching out to the players that I just freaking ruffle stomped, giving them tips and things of that nature, and or just straight up apologizing if it's like doing 15,000 or 20,000 personal points to some other guy's 2,000 points. I'm not here to like beat everybody down, right? I want to, and I'm not better than most of the players that are in the game. I really am not. There's some really excellent players in World of Warplanes. But my goal is to expand this game, right? To try to help have more and more players in the game, because in my opinion, the game's more fun when you've got more humans in it. So, share the video if it was a good enough video for sharing. Subscribe, and I'll continue to make World of Warplanes content and try to continue to expand the player base. I'm definitely going to be doing some other games as well, but this is still my game that I go to. So. Anywho, a lot of rambling, but you should be used to that if you've ever watched any of my videos. I hope you have a good day and a good weekend, and I will catch you next time. Bye.